Once I meet you and you are Igbo, I'm not interested. So I used to naturally believe that Igbos are too controlling. Hello and welcome to another episode of Wisdom Connect, the platform where we talk about real life issues. Always think about our guiding principle. On this platform, we're very intentional and come the best version of ourselves. So join us. Have you ever been judged, excluded, or misunderstood because of your tribe? What did that feel like? I will go first. So, there's this guy I was dating.
Okay.
So we got to a point, blah, blah, blah. Well, he's probably one of the people that understood me the most till tomorrow. Oh, yeah, let's move on to the next level. You will not believe that in this day and age, the mom said no. Why? Because I'm Igbo. Wow. Are you shocked? Like in this day and age, that's still happening.
Him, where is he from?
He's Yoruba. Oh. My dad's always like, you and Yoruba people. I feel all the people have brought my father, they're all Yoruba. And then he's like, what is you and all these Yoruba people and everything? But really, imagine how that felt for me. Like the fact that she didn't even get to meet me. Just the fact of the knowing that I was Igbo. Mm-hmm. She was like, nope, that's not going to happen. It was so bad because the guy was fighting the war. And she's like, you're going to kill me first before that will happen. It was that deep. So she didn't even get to experience the person that I was or anything, just the fact that my tribe was Igbo and that's it. So I've gone first. So tell me, have you ever been judged just because of your tribe?
You see, there are different levels to different battles.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I like to take things from the basic. Okay. Before we now talk about the bigger ones. Mm-hmm. Because Yoruba will say, Bigiba wolu toke lamakokogbe, which means if logs of wood fall on each other, you first of all lift the one on the top before you talk about the one. Right. So now, speaking of being judged based on tribe or whatever, as a matter of fact, I've had that experience as a Yoruba man within the Yoruba tribe.
Whoa. Oh, wow. Within your own tribe?
Yeah, okay. that was my experience.
So that's why it's so funny when we're talking about tribe. And so I like to look inwardly and solve my battle within first. Before I now talk about, because I think that's more of a lesser, devil to deal with, where you are still battling with the one within.
In your house.
In your house. Now, amongst the Yorubas, in as much as we are very lovely, hospitable people, there's this stereotype, which emanated from malicious generalization, like I said. If you are from Lagos, there's something common that they know about Lagosians.
I think I hear that a lot.
The Ijebu, they are very stingy people.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
This flamboyant lifestyle. Who is not stingy? If you go to other regions, are they not stingy? You will find somebody who is stingy. Right, you understand? Right. Yet there are people amongst the Ijebus that also, that are highly influential, philanthropists. They help a lot of people. They have foundations and all that. Are we not focusing on that and then look at our weaknesses and then So these are the things that we need to work on as a people.
Right.
You understand? It doesn't matter whether you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa. For as long as we are Yorubas, let's deal with people as individuals and not as, region. You understand? That. So that's the major issue I am battling right now, and I've been working on it. Wow. That let's look at us. Let's work on our strengths. Yes. Let's look at the positive side. Rather than focus on. If you tell anybody now that you are from Abeokuta, Abeokuta, no, those ones. I've seen people who say that don't marry from Abeokuta.
Oh yes, they do.
This is within Yoruba. Don't marry from Ibadan. Oh, Ibadan. They are traitors. They are betrayers.
Ondo women, they used to sit on their husbands. Because I went to school in Ondo, so they say stuff like that. Oh, Ondo women. I'm like, what is wrong of this?
Because I've had conversations like this amongst Yoruba guys, my fellow Yorubas, and it's like, you say that you Ibadan, from Ibadan. Oh, they steal a lot. Let's go to the prisons. And let's begin to do a roll call. Let's check. It's 90% or 70%. You find out that maybe 20% of them are not even from.
I like what you're saying, Mr. Nimbe, so much because if there's anything I'm taking from this conversation, it wasn't like I didn't know it, but it's more like reiterated, right? It's the fact that we should learn to treat people as they are.
Exactly.
Regardless of their tribe, their religion, or whatever. The case may be.
I'm trying to... I want to say the way that Kim Kardashian said it, even though it sounds dumb, say that you need to try to experience people when you have not experienced people so that you can get the experience of people when you experience people.
Yeah.
In a nutshell,
right.
Try to experience people.
Right.
Exactly.
But then again, like, there's something I'm going to bring into my experience when he said,
within
if intention, if you had the intention to lie, you want to lie, then
just go ahead and lie. Don't say that it's this person that cost
my first fiance. Yeah, everything was going well, and this you were saying Lagos State people are known this. This was my brothers and sisters of Igbo land in Anambra State. Nekwe ifitedunu. See Abagana. See Enugu. See Nimo. This is like 4 towns on the same road. See me, I'm from Ifitedunu. See that guy from Nimo. That you take like bus, stop at their junction and go home. Everything was going fine. All of a sudden, the daddy, his daddy, now say, I don't really like Ifitedunu people like that. Oh.
The same Igbo land.
Yes. I say it's inside Anambra. I say 4 villages on one road.
He said, I was thinking that it was crazy that the Yoruba person was saying don't marry Igbo person.
It's inside now. Within the tribe. We're not even talking about within the tribe. We're not even talking like 5 eastern states within the states. I'm saying inside the states.
That's just
inside
crazy.
Like local government to local government.
Yeah.
In fact, clan to clan.
God, I beg.
So it's our strengths, our differences. If we start see this conversation, it's like you have part 2 and part 3.
I think so, because what I'm also getting from what you guys are saying is the differences we're talking about. It's not a tribal thing.
I want to ask a question.
Oh my goodness, guys! I know it's been so intense and so much learning. I hope you're learning as much as I am learning in the studio. Right? It's been such an amazing conversation with the guests in the studio. But wait, before we go ahead, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also, drop your comments down in the comment section so that we can hear from you. Tell us what stereotype you're on learning. Tell us things that we said that ignited something, whatever the case may be, write in the comment section. And now, let's go back to the conversation and see how that goes.
Yeah. I want to ask a question like a 6-year-old, please. As you're looking at me now, please, editor, please put that baby that baby filter on my face. Mm-hmm. Please, I'm innocent. I'm 6 years today, and I want to ask this question.
I want to ask something. I was not there when they fighted the Biafran war, and that time that the Igbo people now come and now do all that thing that they did. But and I want to ask, before that time, well, when did we ever hear that time? Did our mommies and daddies, please answer me, did you hear that any Hausa person now kill an Igbo person? Or any Muslim Naki Christian? It do used to happen that time because I don't know.
Okay, so I was just thinking, right? Have you ever benefited from tribal favoritism, even unintentionally? Oh, I have a number of times, and that would be from the northern. I will keep talking about the Hausas because I grew up with them. Okay. Like I said to you guys earlier when I say, oh, I'm probably going somewhere, I want to get something, or there's just a whatever. Random. All I just need to do speak the language. And the rest is history. You know what I mean? So, and I always love that. Like, I can speak the language and that will work for me. So, but you guys, have you ever experienced, tribal favoritism?
I think every time recently, every time that we've been worried about the Nigerian police, so you guys should do better, by the way. But I realize that when they come guns blazing, right. And I just look at your badge and I'll see you fine. Mm-hmm. Say, now, guy, will go do your face. The way that they melt.
Yeah,
the way they melt when they... But then again, this thing goes 2 ways. Mm-hmm. You understand? I'm an Igbo person, and I think I'm the only person in the position to call my people out. If you call us out, we'll come for you. So apparently, apparently Igbo people also have this thing they do where they form for their own Igbo person.
Okay.
Yes, there's this thing now. Me go tell you now. You won't beat me.
Right.
There's this thing that they do where we form for ourselves. Because I don't understand it, especially with our language.
Right.
I'd say this because like I said, it's Wisdom Connect and we're trying to make sure we fix broken things. Right. So this thing Igbo people do where you see your fellow Igbo person. There's something that, in fact, our elders, they used to say that when Igbo person when a Yoruba, this is a tribute to the other tribes.
Yeah.
That when a Yoruba person sits, he brings his brothers
close.
When an Hausa person sits, he gathers his people. When an Igbo person sits.
But if that's the truth, how do we now explain this Nwa boy situation? Did you see the movie that they did recently?
Yeah, I get that one is a system. That one is the other one is a system. That one is even a more family. What is it called? It started within the family before it expanded. So it's a more family oriented. The apprentice system it was more of a family thing because you need to take the younger ones and bring them up to speed. So from there, if there's someone else in the family that maybe there's a family but they don't have somebody that is big, but there's another family that say, oh, please take my child and bring them up to speed.
Interesting.
You understand? So yeah, that's it's more family oriented. But this thing about Igbo people, adults among themselves, I'll be speaking Igbo to you, be speaking English to me or Ogenese. Why?
Okay. How about person doesn't understand Igbo?
They do. I'm talking about the people that do.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And even if you take me to that place where the ones that don't understand Igbo, it will annoy me more. You got pass me way right now.
That means you should be angry with me because I don't.
I
understand, but I can't speak.
Please explain it to me.
I'll do that after the show. We can talk about
why? Because
I have valid reasons why.
It's hard to find, especially Yoruba people. You understand?
That do not.
I'm looking for a Yoruba husband, so I'm doing PR. It's hard to find Yoruba people
that don't understand their language.
Yeah.
I agree.
Why?
Okay, so let's just move on. Well, that's a very good question.
Why?
Why? Because I'm Igbo, right? And I understand when you speak to me, but I don't speak, right? So, and I think that I have a valid reason why I do not understand that.
You will not come and tell me I did not grow up there.
However, after the show, I'm going to talk about it. So let's just go back into the conversation, right? Was there a moment you had to unlearn a stereotype after getting close to someone from another tribe?
Oh, yes, me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's valid for me. My father used to have issues with the default Bendel state people. Okay. I think that should be
Benue. Okay, no, Bendel.
Bendel should be
Edo.
It's Edo.
I don't know.
Are you sure it's not Idoma, Benue?
That's the side I'm trying to.
Benue, yeah, so, middle belt.
Okay. So what happened is he had gotten a couple of Bendel is I think Benin.
Benin, that's Edo, yeah. Okay.
Because he had some triple experience. One of it, I think he had to travel to Germany with his European counterpart. And his immediate subordinate, who was also from that, had to sabotage the process. He's given me a lot of reasons to walk away from them. Coincidentally, the first three major friends I had in secondary school, Eposa and Esosa, till tomorrow I find it hard to remove their names from my head. You can imagine.
From the same place that your father would have.
Now here's the would I say irony? The first days they came to my house, my father already had their name from me and my siblings. He didn't know the names were Esosa, Efosa. So we just say Eso, that's the nickname we call them. So the first time they came to my house, my father loved them so much. Like he entertained them, asked them that they should tell their parents that the house is open to them to come every time.
Where they came from.
Without knowing. Now here's the joker. I think the first day in university and they came to celebrate with me and they came to my house and they came with their mother. And in between the discussion, their mother now called their father on the phone and speak. And my dad, I remember this is very vivid because he was holding a poster, I was celebrating, hey, your brother is going to university, that kind of thing. And only to hear the mother talking, and he turned around, because I was standing behind him, so till tomorrow, I find it hard to take away that picture.
The look on his face.
The look on his face, like, what's my enemy doing my building? You could see that look on his face, and because I call him Guy. That's how I call him my father, because I'm almost. Say, Guy, what's up? And you could see the shock on his face, like,
oh my God.
And then he turned to her host and was like, is that your mother? Says, who is she talking to? Oh, she's talking to my father. Are you So because I think he still believes so old, he just asked, are you from Bendel? So I think the guys didn't understand, which was just the way we had this issue. So we went back and forth. I think in his mind, he just resorted to say, leave the Bendel. I know he's been a good boy. So he just continued. Took him to his room.
Interesting.
And for that moment for me, I just knew in my head that, Kai, this stereotype thing is deeper than we know.
I like what you said about the story, because that goes back to what you were saying earlier, Mr. Nibe, which is experiencing people. But you know that if he knew his name from the get-go,
he would have
he probably wouldn't have gotten to experience him, because he'd have been like, you know what, I'm not interested. These people are.
I have an very, very interesting experience.
Okay.
Ongoing. But why is interesting? You know this person, right? So shout out to Daniel Akpata.
Oh my brother.
An Edo man who grew up in Yoruba land. So if you mix all the stereotypes, mix the ones that's from Benin people, Yoruba people, he mixed all of that, and he's still an amazing human being. So I met an Edo man that mixed up with Yoruba people, and he became like the best friendship that has happened to me in the past 1 year. Wow. So what do you have to say about that? Oh, because he speaks more Yoruba than he would speak.
Yeah, basically. I don't think I ever.
He speaks more. He doesn't speak Benin. He speaks his mother. His mother is from Isoko, so he would speak Isoko, and he would speak Yoruba more than a Yoruba man.
Interesting.
But then all of that, being an Edo man who was born and brought up in Yoruba land, and he doesn't embody any of the stereotype that you would give any of those places.
That's really great.
So that's profound for me.
Interesting. I like that. So I used to naturally believe that Igbos are too controlling. I'm a firstborn child, right? And naturally, you are independent. Because I have 4 younger ones, so you just want. So before now, once I meet you, and you are Igbo, I'm not interested. It was a bad thing. My dad should never watch this video. He's just gonna disown me.
Even me, I'm turning around to look at
he doesn't know this, right? But my mom does. But I'm saying this because I had to unlearn it. My mom had said to me, Rosemary, every man can be controlling. Like what you were saying. Every man can be a thief. Every man can be this. It's not about where they are from. Right? So I remember meeting this amazing guy in school. He was serving while I was still in school. I think I was in my 3rd year or my final year. I'm not sure which it was. And Ogochukwu was his name. He was amazing. First person to buy me clothes apart from my dad for my birthday, blah, blah, blah. It was really, really nice. But immediately he said to me that, immediately, because I know his name, Ogochukwu, immediately he was getting to that level. I zoned out because he was Igbo, right? Or he's Igbo. But knowing now what I know now, if I knew then, I probably wouldn't have, because he was an amazing young man, right? And I'm saying this to ask a question, really, right? Looking back, is there a moment you wish you had responded differently about the tribal bias?
Well, for me, one of the things that I've come to realize in life is that there's a significant distinction between knowledge and wisdom.
Okay.
Knowledge is collecting facts. Whatever facts I have is subject to verification. It may be true or false.
Right.
However, whatever knowledge it is we have the tendency to, constitute a vague autonomy over that knowledge.
Right.
Which then, makes us create a greater blunder, which is part of the problems we're discussing right now. Rather than applying those knowledge with wisdom, because wisdom is connecting dots.
I see what you did there. Wisdom is connecting
Dots.
Oh.
So, whatever it is we're doing right now on Wisdom Connect, we're discussing facts.
Right.
So, our viewers should try as much as possible to do their due diligence to further fact check,
Love that.
verify,
Love that.
Don't
so
just
that
be dismissive.
so that they can apply those knowledge with wisdom, so they can get the dots in between, right? So, and this brings me back to answering your question directly now, that when I'm dealing with people, I don't care, I challenge status quo a lot. That's another thing about
so
me.
let me button a bit. Have you always been like this?
Yes.
You've always been like this?
All my life.
Interesting.
All my
Okay.
life.
He's dedicated to being
No,
like
I
that.
know, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, there are times that experiences or things would shape you, and then you would think differently from you were thinking at the time. That's why I'm asking this.
Yeah. So I've always, I'm a very radical person.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
And I'm, objectively radical.
Right.
I don't like to maintain status quo. I like to challenge status quo. You understand? So I don't like to move in people's direction, because I know that, when we are going in one direction, there's motives behind it, there's agenda, you understand? So there must be options, there must be alternative options to whatever it is we do in life. And that's when it becomes balance. And that's the reason why it is not just one human, there's man, there's woman, there's ups and downs, there's black and white, there's red, you understand?
Yeah.
So just to maintain that balance, and you get my point. So I always try as much as possible that whatever facts I know about something, there must be an alternative fact.
I know, guys. I promise you, I know. I understand how you're feeling. I'm feeling that same way. But guess what? There is so much more where that came from. So until the next episode drop, just make sure you put on your notification bell, so when it comes, you'll be the first person to see it. And let's see what happens in the next episode. See you.